Why do I feel like God is against me? Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Motivation Inspired. I'm Isaac. Thanks for joining. So in today's video, we're going to be looking into the question I have for you is God really on your side? Is he fighting for you? So the questions I have is based on the experience, everything I faced, and hopefully this can reflect and you can relate exactly what I'm feeling. Okay? Question. Have you ever felt that life's battle is stacked against you? So everything that you're going through, it just doesn't stop. And you wonder if God's fighting for you, right? Have you ever wondered? Sure. I'm sure that you wonder as I wonder as well. Now, we're going to reflect on some things today. So I'm going to encourage you to take notes. And I want you to make sure that you understand every single thing I'm saying today. Which means is that if you fast forward this, you're never going to understand exactly why you're here and why your purpose is. Okay? So we're going to see about God's love and his power that surrounds us daily. Yeah. So even if you feel overwhelmed on life circumstances, the things that we're going through, we're going to find strength in God as we face the challenges that we do, and that we're going to have the confidence that God is going to be fighting for you. Okay? Now, let's dive in to the first point. Who is stronger than any force we face? So this is the question I'm going to have to ask you right now. Romans chapter 8, verse 31. If God is for us, who can be against us? Who can? Who can? Like, think about that. Because this is something that resonates with me. This verse reassures us that God's strength is unmatched. So whatever you're facing, it's unmatched. With him on your side, we don't have to fear opposition. Okay? Our confidence is unwavering support from God. So realize that any force or anything that we face, God's going to be there for us. We have to build the confidence. The confidence is God supporting us. Okay? Now, how does he do that? How does God fight our battles for us? Well, Isaac, I don't understand. Let's look at Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 4. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against the enemies, to give you victory. We have enemies in our walk in every direction we have in life, whether it be work, whether it be the people we're surrounded in the streets. What God is saying here, he doesn't, God doesn't just stand by and he doesn't actively fight for us. His purpose is to lead us into victory, that we can trust his guidance in all of our struggles. Yeah, we're facing these oppositions, but we need to trust the process, that God will be there for us. Okay? I have a question. Can we find strength when we feel weak? At times we feel weak and we don't know who to turn to. We need to turn to God, by the way. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear not, for I'm with you. Be not dismayed, for I'm your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. He's going to help us through our weakness. We go through a lot of times in our life that we feel weak, and we need God. We need to trust in him. We have to have the confidence that he will take care of the things that we will deal with. We're dealing with, things face to face. So God promises not only to be that He will be always present for us, but He will empower us. In the moments of our weakness, we can have confidence that His strength uplifts us. Okay, so with that, for me, I love to listen to worship music and focus on the confidence that God can do the things that He said He's going to do. He always keeps His promise. You have to realize that. So, what what do we do when we face these battles and we can't win on our own? We can't win on our own because we need the full dependency on God. Exodus chapter 14, verse 14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Stand still, relax, deal with the situation as it comes, and just realize that you have to have faith and stay calm. Don't be out of control. Relax. God encourages us to release control, trust in Him that He will do the things behind the scenes. Okay, He will do that. I'm telling you, we're sometimes we're not patient. We're dealing with these things, and then we panic, or that we have a lot of things that are happening in our lives, and we forget to turn to God. And then we start doing things on our own. Hey, this is Isaac from Motivation Inspired. Sorry to interrupt this good content, but I gotta make a quick announcement. Many of you are still trying to look for a good content. 93% of you haven't subscribed. So go ahead and do that right now. And for those of you who want to support this channel, there's some merchandise that are down there below the description. Let's get back into this. Is there anything we should fear if God is with us? Psalms 118, verse 6. The Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? What can they do to me? We know that God is on our side. We face human challenges, lose the power on over us, and have the confidence and understand His anchor is our protection. It's our protection. That's right. Realize that this is something that we need to understand. Do we always have to fight? Or does God sometimes step in? Well, 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verse 17. You will not have to fight this battle. Take your position, stand firm, and that you see the deliverance that the Lord will give you. He's going to give you deliverance. See, God sometimes calls us to stand firm and witness. That means stay still, right? He's going to His deliverance towards and everything He does, He's going to fulfill that. So in this verse, He shows us that His strength is what we need to be steadfast, and that we can rely on Him, solely on Him, right? Yeah, we're going to go through difficult times. We're going to go through the struggles. So God does good for us when we are in times in our life that are difficult. Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, the plans to prosper you and not to harm you. So there are difficult times. You're going to go through the challenges. God's going to always fight for you. We just have to stand still. Stand still. Even if when life is, we're going through circumstances, God will bless us and He will protect us. His plans is to assure us that He's always in, we always are in His care, and He will help us through every hopeful future ahead of us. Okay? So we're going to have a hopeful future. Why? Because we have the confidence. Have the confidence. Yeah. Don't take matters in your own hand, because then it's going to be a lot worse position than you're in right now. Is God close to you when you're in trouble? Is He close to you when you're facing these things? I'm going to say this in Psalms 46 verse 1. God is a refuge and a strength and ever-present help in trouble. He's going to be always there. Okay, the verse really highlights that God's uh, constant source and comfort and strength that we need from Him. In every difficulty, we can learn as our reliable protector. Yeah. So very simple. So God is never against you. God, He wants the best for you. He as a matter of fact, will harm have its last word in our lives? I'm gonna say no. Why? Because Isaiah chapter 54 verse 17 explains, no weapon forged against you will prevail. Nothing. God promises that any threat against us will fail. It's going to fail. We can walk in confidence, knowing that we know that God can take care of the things that are going to harm us. He's going to shield us and protect us from these things that are happening against us. Okay, so realize that. Now, is there any power greater than one within us? That's a question that we all have to answer. 1 John chapter 4 verse 4. The one who is greater than the one who is in the world. So really, the Holy Spirit's power within us. Okay, knowing that we carry God's presence internally, and we face any if we face any external challenges, we have the courage. We have courage, and speaking of courage, can we be brave when life feels like it's daunting? Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be there wherever you go. Wherever you go. That's right. The command for God is really kind of assuring us that His constant companionship is with us. With God by your side, we're equipped and we're ready to approach in every situation boldly. So we have the confidence. Now, does God hears our, when we're overwhelmed? Does He hear us? Yeah, He sure does. Psalms 34 verse 17, the righteous cry out and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from their troubles. Yeah. So this verse kind of reassures us that God is attentive to all of our prayers. He only doesn't hear the prayers, but He actively intervenes to bring relief and deliverance and every thing that we cry out. God, help us. We need your help. And the question I have for you is that will God's care over all aspect of your life, will He do that for you? Well, the Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over you in your life. Yeah. The promise of God really kind of highlights the comprehensive protection. So it's a protection. He's always going to do that from daily trials and struggles that we deal with in our walk. He's going to watch us completely. Yeah. Will God care in all aspects of your life? Will He care? Yeah. He's going to care. In Psalms 121 verse 7 and 8, the Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over you. So remember that the promises that God highlights here is comprehensive and protection from the daily trials that you're facing, the big struggles. He's going to watch us completely over us, So you got to remember that. He's going to keep us from the harm. We have to have confidence. We need that. Sometimes we lack that. So is God truly even good when we're in trouble? We're always going to be in trouble. But we have to realize that in the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 7, the Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. So God's goodness is a source of all comfort and all of the circumstances that we face, the nature as our refuge and assurance his faithfulness in every crisis. Yeah, that's good to know. Very good to know. I like to know the fact that God's going to be there when we are lacking confidence, and knowing that God shows up just to remind us, hey, I'm still here. I haven't left you. The question I have for you is that does God appoint us to protect us in unseen ways? So, excuse me, we have to realize that in Psalms 91 verse 11, for all will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all of your ways. In all of your ways. So what this verse is telling us that God sends his angels and he shields us, his protection throughout, extending every area of our lives. Okay? Last question here. Is God's power, is he powerful enough to even save us? Yeah. I'm sure God is always there. He's not only passive observer, but he's the almighty warrior who actively saves. And he reinforces the confidence that we have and understand his protective love for us. Yeah. You just have to realize, as a matter of fact, one more, my last question I have for you. Will God protect us from all harm, even spiritually? Yeah, we deal with principalities all the time, and that's found in Ephesians. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 18, the Lord will rescue us from every evil attack, and will bring me safely to the heavenly kingdom. The assurance that God tells us there, he emphasizes his commitment, ultimately his safety for us, and that he will secure us beyond our life. So he's going to take care of us from the beginning to the end. That's right. Just remember that. He is there for you. Have the confidence that God is there for you in every aspect of your life. All right, there you have it. God is your defender. He will help you in your time of need. When you call out his name, he's going to be there for you. You just have to realize that when you go through your situations in life, that there's God there in the time of your need, in trouble. Have the confidence, walk in the light, and know that he is going to protect us in every aspect of our life. We'll see you next time.